And to discuss relief efforts in Nepal, we're joined by Mona Sherpa. She's the country director at CARE Nepal, speaking to us live from Mustang district in Nepal. Mona, thanks for joining us. Difficult times in Nepal right now, and you're speaking to us from Mustang. What's the one thing that survivors keep asking you, or your teams for that, that simply can't get to them fast enough?
Thank you for this space and opportunity to share the update from the ground. As we, an hour before when I was talking with our local partner who is mobilized there to gather information, they shared several information, but one thing that really struck me is they are not even in a position to speak as and express how they are feeling, because there is a mental stress, there is this unimaginable loss that they have dealt with, lost their family, the whole settlement is swept away. Along with the infrastructural, the damages and all, there are other aspects also. And not just the locals from the district itself, as it is the economic corridor and construction site with the hydropower and all. Lots of labor, internal migrated labor from other districts were also there. And the time it happened, students were commuting to school. And then tomorrow is Janai Purnima. So there were lots of people, from different countries for the pilgrimage, pilgrim to Gosai Kunda. And to lose all those people and not to have any contact and not know whether they are still alive or not, that has really put them in a difficult, stressful moment. And when I heard that, my heart broke. It was tough to listen to those experiences from the ground.
Right, absolutely, Mona. I mean, beyond, I think, the physical devastation, I think long after this disaster, I think that people will need a lot of, mental and grief and trauma support, isn't it? And
yes.
Back to the physical conditions now, the people living and sleeping there tonight, do they have shelter? Do they have warmth? Do they have clean water?
Not exactly, and thus immediate relief support is very important. And along with the government, CARE Nepal has also deployed a CARE emergency relief package with 5 different kits on it, where kits for the safe drinking water, shelter, kitchen kits, hygiene kits, dignity kits, all those materials. But along with that, also solar panels, so that they can come in, contact with everyone, has been sent, which will be distributed in Dhunje. But then major, along with the significant destruction reported of infrastructures, number is still evolving when it comes to the dead that's found. Some identified, some not identified. We heard that the hospital in Chitwan, which is on the downstream, is they don't even have space to keep the dead bodies. Communication and access as a challenge, it exists, and thus we are not able to gather all the information and verified information from the ground in a right manner. And that has just added to the situation for us to immediately mobilize ourselves, our local partners, coordinate with the government, and be there with the relief support.
Right.
However, our priority right now is to understand the situation and the need of the community. And many who have come and stayed in a school or in the jungle or the upper place, we are coordinating with them, whoever that we can contact with, so that with that information, we can ensure assistance that reaches them swiftly and safely.
Right. So as the people are grappling, with the shock, I think they're in a state of shock as well, and the trauma. What are they telling they're most afraid of now? Is it another disaster?
Yes, that is also there, because we have also received some information in the local media and from our authorities that there is a chance that the remaining water, it can gush back to the downstream again. And then we don't know when exactly it's going to happen, and thus people are scared. Even those who are in the downstream Trishuli corridor area are the ones who are afraid. Additional disaster can happen. And there are multiple, not getting relief support, and to be in a cold times outside without proper temporary shelter or even water to drink and all, and not be in connection, with the people, or that sense of safety, when it is not there. That has also added to the distress that they are facing right now.
Right, absolutely, Mona. I mean, you said it's how terrifying. I mean, they're afraid of the next disaster and the unpredictability of it, because we don't even know. There's a chance that it will happen, yes, but we don't know where it's going to hit, isn't it? So what makes the next 24 to 48 hours especially critical?
Rescue and search, because we don't know how many of them are still waiting for them to be rescued. That's very important. And the good thing is the government of Nepal has mobilized army, police, the helicopters, even the private ones, to look for it. There are emergency lines. There are some like 1112, which is the line for home ministry. There is like 1114. There is 1234. These are the hotline services that's been kept together so that they can immediately reach out and be saved. So that is very crucial, because those who are lost and have died, we have lost them. That's sad. But then those who are still there, they need to be saved. And also those who are kept in the temporary shelter, a proper food, water, safe drinking water, hygiene support, all those things are important. There is also a possibility that after this kind of disaster, any kind of health situation can arise. So if the support around it, the health services also, if not provided, it will be difficult. A brief gender analysis, rapid, that we have done through our partners there also shows a number of pregnant women, lactating mother, they can also be in a difficult times. And that is what we really need to take care of, so that those who are already vulnerable may not be in further risk. So that whole combination of, keeping them safe from the possible disaster, but also with the immediate relief support that we can provide if we go about, then that will give them at least some sort of solace to move forward for some time.
Mona, thank you very much for sharing. May you and your emergency response team stay safe. That was Mona Sherpa, Country Director at CARE Nepal, speaking from the Mustang district in Nepal.